Homeschool Mom. I am here to help you in your homeschooling life. Welcome to YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So glad to have you here live with me as we talk homeschooling. I know nobody wants to be homeschooling right now. I get it. But you know what? Once a homeschool mom, forever a homeschool mom. You might be able to take the time off, but you're still a homeschool mom. And you might be able to take a summer off, but you're still a homeschool mom, right? So we are talking homeschooling today. Why? Because you're going to have your kids all summer long. So do you or do you not take a break? Give me a thumbs up in the comments. Or just let me know, do you take a break for the summer or do you homeschool year round? Tell me, I'd love to hear what everybody's doing, year round or take a break. I personally, here's how we do it. We take a break. I've got a hair somewhere on my face. Edit this out, Michael. Okay. We take a break. We have 1 week off in June where we take a family vacation. We do another one in August, one with my husband's family, one with my family, and then one with just us as a family. And so we have those breaks throughout the summer, but I try to keep my kids on a schedule. Why? Because once you get off the schedule, it's really hard to get back on. And I have found that summer is the perfect motivation to get the homework done. Why? Because all their kids are not their kids. All their friends are off school. And so when they're off school, they want to be hanging with their friends more. And so they will get their homework and stuff done in the mornings because the motivation is if it's not done, you're not hanging with your friends in the afternoon. So I find that the summer is the perfect time to be homeschooling and motivating your children to get things done. Why? Because there's more things to motivate them to be done with. We're not going to the pool till their homework's done. So that's how we run things around here. Not to mention when it gets hot and they're laying around anyway, you might as well be active. I don't want my children to start thinking that there is ever a break from education. I don't want them to think that you need a break from education. Education is forever. And you are always learning different things, but there's no reason to take a break from educating yourself. I think that's a silly, small-minded idea. Angel says, haven't officially started yet. My nonverbal autistic son turning 6 next month. Are you going to be starting soon? I would expect that a nonverbal autistic child might need a few more years. And that's okay. If you want to, don't push an autistic child, specifically nonverbal, into what the rest of the world is doing. Quite frankly, my children, every single one of my children had to start their lives, their reading, their writing, their math. They all had to start at different times in their lives. And it didn't, it was different. All 5 kids, some of them started at 4 and some of them started at 8, and that's okay. So don't get frustrated, Angel. It's okay. If that child needs a few more years, go at their pace. That child was born the way he was for a reason. Find his own personal strengths, his own personal abilities, and go with those. Nicole, still live. Okay, so what state are you in, Angel? And no, you don't have to comply with the state, especially if you have an autistic child, because you do have to comply with the state, but what state are you in? Each state has its own laws and regulations. And what you'll find is most states that have laws and regulations don't actually follow them themselves. So let me tell me what state. Tips on homeschooling a first grader with 2 toddlers. Yes. First grader with 2 toddlers. Here's what I would do. Number 1, I would just do a first grader doesn't need to be pushed too hard. Okay. Especially if it's an oldest child, probably does a lot on their own. Right. So here's what I do. I found a program, 1 or 2 programs online that was not like overwhelming, like a K through 12 or like, blah, and it will overwhelm you and your child. Find our program. We call it our full curriculum, has in there multiple options for you to use with your children so that you can go in and just like put them on just a little bit of stuff. Like it's called divvy out, right? Let the program do the teaching for the child while you're dealing with toddlers. Sometimes you just have to do it during nap time. Sometimes you just do them all together and let it go. Sorry, I've got too many voices. Still live. Too many voices. Lots of people in my house. 5 kids, guys. Try to get an hour or 2 of silence so you can record in a homeschool house with 5 children plus friends. Not easy to do. Okay. So know that we're still got kids here and they've got friends over. So homeschooling a first grader with two toddlers. Here's what I would do literally. I would sign up for my Homeschool Villages program. I would put them in what we've got for you, which we've already created. So it's simple, it's easy, and then spend a lot of time playing. Let that little boy or little girl, that oldest child, play like crazy with the other children. Play is more important than academics at that age. The academics become more important as they get older. Play is the most important thing you can do up until really the age of almost of 10. So work with them, read with them, but don't overstress. You don't need to do more than an hour a day with that child, and he'll still surpass his friends in public school. Kaylee's in the village already. Oh, then you already have all the resources you need, my friend. All right. Okay, New Hampshire. Oh, it's Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie, for saying that. Stephanie, my darling. Okay, I know who you are now. Yes, New Hampshire laws. Heather, I know you're in here somewhere. Let's look up New Hampshire laws for Stephanie and see what she has to do, especially for her autistic child. Let me get right back to you on that, okay, Stephanie? I want to give you the proper answer. Heather's getting on that for me right now and doing the back end. All right. But yeah, what we have found, especially for that age, I have a sister who is actually a principal now of a SPED program and she is like been doing this for 20 years, and she herself is like, homeschool your kids. The special needs need moms. In school, they're special needs because they need their mothers and they can't have their mothers. And so they try to find these teachers for them. And in the meantime, these teachers' hands are tied. They're stuck doing what the state requires, not what the child needs. So as a homeschool parent, you have a lot more freedom. You can take more time, especially if they're autistic. You have even more freedom to do what you need to do for your child. So number one, don't worry about state. Everybody's worried about the state. Unless you live in California or New York, most states really are very great to work with. And you have to remember that they have very little control and you are the one with the rights. And we'll even show you how to fight for them if you have to. Don't you worry about that. Oh, I've done that before. Hi, Maria Elena. Welcome. Maria Elena Rodriguez, al español. Or no, just a great Latina name. Hi, Kelly Riley. Welcome. Guys, come on in. Love to have you in here. New Hampshire is one of the few states I actually am not that aware of on their homeschooling laws. I think you're the first New Hampshire person I've had. A lot of other states, but I will verse myself more on that, Stephanie, and I will get back to you. But really, if it goes with most of the country, you should be good. Gloria Servillon, welcome. Okay, homeschool mom Becky here. I've homeschooled 5 children for 20 years. We have done college. We have done, we've done it all. Everything from pre-K, kindergarten, junior high, high school, and college. There are so many amazing programs out now, you guys, that were not available 20 years ago. So my homeschool village, what we are, okay, we have created the program for you and your family. We actually created the program for us and our families after 20 years of homeschooling. And I finally settled into what I knew worked, what I knew didn't work for us and our family. And I knew what I loved and didn't love. And what we did is we made it, we created it, we put it all together. And then we're like, this is working so well for us. Let's share. And so now everybody can have this program. So if you're interested in what homeschool moms who have homeschooled forever are doing to simplify our lives, to help our children be well educated and to not stress ourselves out. Oh, and by the way, saves you a ton of money. Make sure you check out our program. Okay. That's where it's at. My adult daughter has confirmed schools hire people with zero experience or training for special ed. Yeah. Yeah. Schools have become so desperate. They don't care what kind of, they'll take anything anymore. And I don't know if you've been watching the news, but they'll take people with, that shouldn't be around children at all. So yeah. Obviously I'm not a public school fan. It's interesting. 20 years ago when we started homeschooling, most of my family was against it. I had a lot of teachers in my family, siblings, in-laws. They were not happy. It was like I had just put a bomb in all of their beliefs when I was like, I'm homeschooling. And it's like they all took offense to it. And now it's 20 years later, my children are adults, and all of those people who were anti are now on my team. And they're like, everybody should be homeschooling. And those teachers and they're all like, Everybody should homeschool their kids. You need to not be putting your kids in schools. And these are the teachers, guys. So I just like to say, prove myself right. Okay. New Hampshire, provide appropriate notification to the authorities, contact Board of Education. What? Provide appropriate notification. Okay. Did they have to report, Heather, on that? So New Hampshire, you've got to let them know. I'm assuming you've done that already. And then do they need to evaluate your child annually? Parents are required by law to annually evaluate students in their home education program. That is so funny. We're evaluating them on a minute-to-minute basis. The evaluation must demonstrate progress commensurate with the child's ability, age. Good. Parents can satisfy the evaluation requirement with a written evaluation of educational progress by a certified teacher or current non-public school teacher selected by the parent, or a current non-public school teacher selected by the parent, prepared after reviewing the student's portfolio and discussing with the parent or child. What I'm reading here is sign up for My Homeschool Village, you're good. That's what I'm reading. It looks like New Hampshire is pretty dang open. They just want to know that your kid is no, Angel, that was not intimidating. Here's what I have learned after 20 years of reading every single state's requirements. Okay. What I have learned is unless it says like certain things like must inform in writing. Okay. Everything what that just said sounded intimidating, but what it really said is your child just has to show that they're progressing. And your child can show progressing. You're already inside My Homeschool Village. Once your child gets started, please know, I don't care how old he is, you start him at the level he's at. If he needs to be at pre-K for 4 years, that's fine. You can show progress by using our program, and our program shows you how to keep those records. Some of it keeps the records for you, and some of it you can do. You keep records for 2 years, but it doesn't say you have to submit a portfolio. So it says you have to keep records. It says you need to make sure they're progressing. And then it even says have a teacher assess them. Oh, but it doesn't have to be a public school teacher. It can be a teacher, whoever you think is a teacher. That's you, by the way. So let dad do it. Let mom do it. Let grandma do it. Right? You said they're there. If they're one of the teachers and can testify to progress, you're good. The difference is the only time you're going to have to deal with this is if they come after you because of child abuse or neglect. Okay. Which I'm assuming you aren't. So they're gonna have to prove child abuse or neglect. They usually make these laws to protect the child who is being abused or neglected. Okay. And then they'll go in and use this to be able to pull that child away from a family who needs to be pulled out. So if you're not one of those families, you really don't have anything to worry about. Our program has stood up in court. I want you to know that. We have had one of our moms, her husband, that she was getting divorced and her husband didn't want her kids homeschooled. So he took her to court to get her kids from being homeschooled. She took My Homeschool Village's program to the judge, and the judge looked over her program and said, it looks like she's doing a great job, Dad. She gets to homeschool and you don't get to bring it up again. And I'm not kidding. This is literally what happened. So make sure. So if we are considered a private school, by the way, even though we are homeschool parents, My Homeschool Village is now considered a private school. If you are going to put your kids into school, or if you're in a state where they want to know they're either in a private school or homeschooled, you can literally put down My Homeschool Village as a private school your children are attending, and they will back off. Okay. Yay. Yeah, we did that on purpose so you could do that. So we've got your back on this. And then if there becomes a problem, we're actually with HSLDA so that we can use their lawyers in case there's ever an issue, which there has never been. All you have to do is go to the link. I'll put it in the village and it tells you what you need to do. Thank you. Yeah, go to the link. It's in there, guys. Yeah, we worked on all of that. You can get the membership with HSLDA. They do have a lot of resources for kids on the spectrum, but so do we. So the HSLDA will help you legally. I only recommend you sign up with HSLDA if you're in a state like California or New York. I would definitely have an HSLDA if I were in them, because they go after people for stupid reasons. So if you're in New York or California, sign up for the HSLDA. It's like $15 a month, and they will back you with a lawyer if you ever have issues. How cool is that? But I've never, we have them with our company, My Homeschool Village, for just to back up our people. But I've never had to use it personally. We've never had to use it at all, but we just like the insurance. So Yeah, know that. Know that, guys, right now. So, by the way, if you sign up right now, you're going to pay for the next 30 days $1.99 per kid. So if you want to try My Homeschool Village, you've been wanting to try My Homeschool Village, but you're just kind of waiting, $1.99, and it's only until Labor Day. I'm sorry, Memorial Day. I know my dates. It's until Monday. So you've got till Monday to sign up your kid for $1.99 for the month. So you can go in and try us out. I know there's a lot of you out there who've been dying to try us out. Go try us out. $1.99 till Memorial Day. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Because after that, we are $35 a month per child, or at least it starts at $35 a month per child. We have now included a family program. So if there are 3 or more children, you get everything for one price. So yeah, like you buy 3 children, you get number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 free, as long as they are yours, legally living with you. Okay. Yes, it is different than Heritage Defense. So HSLDA is Homeschool Legal Defense Association. They have been around since homeschooling began and have defended homeschoolers in court forever all over the country. They are cooler than cool. Love them. But you don't need to pay for them unless you live in a state where, or unless you're in some sort of a divorce case. If I were getting a divorce and my husband was against homeschooling, I would sign up with them because they will help you with that if there was an issue. So yeah, does that help? Good. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to 2 cameras here at the same time. Okay. So what other questions do you have for me in homeschooling? Enrichment programs for the summer. We have a science, I wanted to say lab. It's not a lab. We have a science, help me, my brain just froze. Okay, we have a book club. Here's what you want to do. If you're looking for enrichment, let me start over. Okay. If you want a program for the summer for your children to keep their minds going, you want to sign up for our social club. We call it the Virtual Village Kids. We call it our social club. Here's what it entails. For $25 per child per month, you get 3 days a week of Minecraft education where your children can play with other children and moms are monitoring and keeping everybody safe. They're on Zoom, they're chatting it up, they're building together. They're so fun. They're doing book clubs together. There's a book list that we're working on, a whole book challenge reading for the summer. We've got art clubs in there where the kids are meeting up and they're doing art and they're learning art. We've got a live teacher. We are also doing a science competition, science fair. Don't ask me why I couldn't think of that. Science fair we're doing. We've got homeschool moms and dads that are going to be coming in and judging, and these men are scientists. I've got a NASA scientist, NASA engineer. It's going to be one of our judges. We've got another engineer who, and we've got some businessmen. We got some cool people coming in to do some judging. So if you want your child in on the science fair, that is part of our social club. If you do buy our complete curriculum and social club package, that is included. So this is for kids to be, they can be active in our groups all summer long. Keep their brains going. Don't teach your children that they can have a break from education. If you teach them that education is what we do all the time, every day, all day, like it's just what we do. We're always reading. We're always doing things that expand our minds. And this is who your children become. Life is so cool. My kids don't like, when you became an adult and then you graduated from high school and you found out that now you have to work at summers. And it's like, wait, what? It took me 10 years to go, but it's summer. I don't want to work. Yeah, guess what? Life doesn't work that way. So don't do it to your kids that that's how it works. Okay. Yes, this program is it's mostly internet based. It has to be, you guys. But we do show, like we give resources, book clubs and everything. It's all online at Zooms. But yeah, it is internet based because we are all over the country and that's the only way to reach you all. So it is internet based. Our children are meeting up online on Zoom, but that it also allows us, number one, as parents, not to be driving all over, just for our kids to have friends, which is nice. Number two, we have parents in there watching, helping, teaching. So our children are being observed. So they're having play dates without unsupervised play dates, or where those can go. So I've sent my children to friends' houses that I trusted those parents with my life, and their children were exposing my children to some pretty icky things that I had no idea. And so I don't even let my kids go to other kids' houses anymore. I used to, and I used to invite kids to my houses, but it just got to the point where it was like, why are these kids are being exposed to stuff I don't want my kids exposed to anymore? So by doing this online social network, our children are in a safe place. None of this inappropriate stuff is happening because they can see the adult, the homeschool mom in the corner of the Zoom screen, making sure everybody's being nice, and it works beautifully. Are there unit studies unlimited printables too for non-internet days? Yes, we do. We have unit studies. So say Memorial Day is coming up. So there's a unit study in there all about Memorial Day. What is it? Why do we celebrate it? Do you have a recipe to go with it? So it's a science, a history, a writing lesson, all to do with Memorial Day. So your children are learning about the things of the world. It's exposure. We have unit studies for 365 days a year, you guys. Like, hello, tell me who's going to give you that for that price. And then we have an unlimited printable. So we signed up with what's called a company called Have Fun Teaching. Have Fun Teaching is an online program. You can buy them by just on their own if you want. But we have it included in our program, and it is unlimited printables, activities, songs, so many cool things to teach your kids. And just ideas of crafts, and it's just so amazing. And by having that, you never have to go to pay teachers again. I mean, you can if you want to, but why pay for it? You don't have to go to Etsy ever again. Like, everything's in there that you need, and you don't have to be like spending a ton of money online. So we've already got that all included in our program. So our goal here is to make your lives easier. That's the point. If we can't make your lives easier, we're doing something wrong. Please let me know what we're doing wrong so we can fix that, because the whole point of us being here is to make your life easier as a homeschool mom, so that you can be more than a homeschool mom. You can be an entrepreneur. You can also exercise and, I don't know, maybe take a nap once in a while. Our program is made so that mom can still be a woman. So you're not like just the slave driver who gets your kids educated. No, you're educating your children. We know that at this stage, we're also taking care of our parents, some of us. We also know that we're dealing with autoimmune diseases, a lot of us, anxiety, depression. We might be going through divorces. We might be going through career changes that we also have to do. All these things is part of who we are as moms. So my homeschool village has prepared a program so that we can do all those things, because we can't stop the rest of our lives to educate our children. My Homeschool Villages program is made so that your life continues while your children are being educated, and everybody wins. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you go sign up. You've got until Memorial Day for $1.99 for a month. Make sure you grab that, because at $1.99, it goes back up to our regular price, which, by the way, isn't high at all. It's still lower than a tank of gas. Like, I can fill up one of my cars and still educate 3 of my children for that price. So we are extremely affordable. Make sure you go check us out. Okay. Okay, guys, I got to go. I've got several meetings coming up. See, running a business while I'm homeschooling. My child is on a computer right next to me doing my Homeschool Village homework, getting it done so he can go play with his own friends. I literally am doing what I preach. I'm doing this as I go here. After the $1.99, how much will it be? So that depends on what you want. So if you sign up for just the social network, it's $25 a month per child. If you want just the curriculum and not the social network, it's $35 a month per child. If you want both of them, the social network and the curriculum, all inclusive, it will be $45 a month. And if you have 3 children or more, it's $127 a month. And that means that if you have 4 kids, 4th child's free, 5th child's free, 6th child's free. They must live with you. They must be your children. You don't have to have given birth. You might have adopted. They might be your husband's, they're yours. So can we talk to get in details? Okay, details. So details of the program. So the social network program includes Minecraft, art clubs, book clubs, social clubs. It includes the science fair. Okay, it includes, so there are activities with your children inside our village. The all-inclusive curriculum includes 6 online curriculums that allow you to adjust and make your children's program completely customizable. So we have starfall.com. We have, so we have all the tech, coding, typing, Excel, Microsoft teaches all that. Okay, we have all the history you need. We have all the science you need. We have all the math you need. We have all the English you need. We have finance classes, we have business classes, we have language classes, and we have everything you need from pre-K through 12th grade. Okay, if you can come up with the idea of that topic, that subject, we have it. We have unit studies, we have printables, we have planners. I will guarantee you will not find a program on this earth as complete as ours. Why? Because we are homeschool parents who know what it takes. We're not a curriculum. We're not just another public school curriculum who went online to do the exact same thing they were doing in the schools. No, we are an online homeschool curriculum made by moms who know what kids really need to learn and what they don't. We are not time wasters. We are here to make your lives easier, more available, and your children smarter and more self-driven. Okay, that's what you're going to get when you get my Homeschool Villages program. Your children will become more self-driven. You will be given more freedom. This is not about losing ourselves to homeschooling. It's about finding ourselves in homeschooling. Try that. Okay. Don't lose yourself as a homeschool mom. Find yourself as a homeschool mom by using my Homeschool Villages program. Go check out the link. Grab it now. Okay. Does that help? Does that give you what you needed? I hope, because really there is, and the beauty of it is we have multiple math programs, multiple writing programs, so that you can go in and if it's like, this one's not working for my child, that's okay. Use this one instead. It's all in there. One price. Done. Okay. Questions? No. Give you 2 more seconds to pop in a question if you have it. Otherwise, I got to go do a meeting. I've got another company here we're talking to make sure that we can take care of you, the homeschool mom, because you are taking care of everyone else. Our job is to take care of you because somebody's got to, dang it. Okay. Esperanza, did that help? Go to the website, click the link in the bio. You're welcome. Stephanie, I will, let's talk. I've got you all signed up. Did you get my emails? My dear Angel. I love that you had Angel in there, by the way. Angel. Make sure, did you get my email? We're sending you all the information. I think I'm only missing Minecraft. I'm going to go get that right now so your kids can play today, okay? All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful week. I will not be going live next week. I usually try to go every week. I will not be kind of. Esperanza, it's okay. I'll wait for your question. We can. Do you need a personal call? Habla español or inglés? Are you a Spanish speaker or an English speaker? I'm just guessing with your name. What language do you prefer? I am a Spanish speaker if you need. Yes, please. Okay, I have a Calendly link we need to put on there for you, English. Okay. So let's see, personal call. I am not available for the next couple of days. We're going to be out and about, but generally our personal calls are for those who signed up for the program because that's where my link is. So I'm trying to figure out how to get you that link. Go join okay, do this, Esperanza. Go click on the join our free village. Okay, it's free. You don't have to pay for it. Join the village. Go in there and start asking those questions. If I can't get to you right away, someone else can. We have hundreds of homeschool moms in there that can answer your questions. And so first start there. Go to our group, totally free. Any of you can get in there. My Homeschool Village. We host it on Mighty Networks. Go in, go free, ask your questions, and let me get in there and I'll start answering those questions for you. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. But yeah, go in and join our village for free. We love helping you out. Go in there. We will see you in there. I will look for your questions. Go get in there for me. And then I won't get to them for a few hours, but someone else will. And let's take care of you. Okay. Yes. Good. All right. Thanks so much, you guys. You guys have a wonderful week and I will see you in 2. Bye-bye.